So this week on the podcast, Dave Portnoy takes over for Barstool again. Messi takes over MLS, and R.I.P. Lil Tay. She passed away yesterday. Easily the biggest Asian flexer in the game, followed by Johnny Dang and London Tipton. Yeah, the one from Zach and Cody. And speaking of twins, your least favorite twins, Island Boys, have been doing something very interesting. They've been doing incest OnlyFans. You guys don't know about that. Stay tuned in the podcast because they are going full Targaryen. How is that legal? I don't even know. But I propose we trade them with Tory Lanez. And on top of that, UFOs are a thing. So we are in some troubling times, guys. But hey, welcome to the podcast. This is episode, God, who knows, 100 and I should have checked before this. But yeah, here we are. First topic, the Dave thing. So Dave Portnoy, he had obviously founded Barstool, huge conglomerate, and he just recently took it back over. I don't know too much of the history behind it, but one thing I do know is upon research, I found out that ESPN is buying out Barstool's like betting service, and it's gonna be called ESPN Bet, I think. But it's just so fascinating because Disney owns ESPN, and if you think about it, that means that Disney is now gonna have a gambling, like through ESPN is gonna be having a gambling like program, which is like, wow, what a company. I mean, it makes sense. They're just money hungry people, but. And I don't think gambling is bad if you control it. It is what it is. I can't be a hypocrite because I do gamble every now and then. But yeah, just be careful out there, people. That's all I'll speak on that. But in more pressing news, Lil Tay passed away. If you guys didn't know who Lil Tay was, she was a young influencer. I think when she started blowing up, she was like 8, 9, or 10, around that age range. Because I remember it was a couple years ago. Zoran sends me this video, and it's this little young Asian girl going off on the camera, flexing all this fucking money, fucking cars. She's like, bitch, I drive a fucking Lambo or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It was some crazy ass shit, but it was funny as fuck. And apparently, her mom was encouraging all of that, which, you know, if you're a parent, I don't know. It's probably bad parenting, but her dad was even worse. Her dad sent her back to Canada because he didn't approve of the Lil Tay lifestyle. And, she was apparently trapped. This is what Zorn told me, at least. She was apparently trapped and like wasn't allowed to use the internet for a couple years, which is crazy. And that's why there's a conspiracy that her dad did this, and also her brother passed away too. So who knows? This is some Epstein type shit. But on other news, let's see. R.I.P. Lil Tay, by the way. It's so crazy that all these like stars are just passing away. But then again, there are so many human beings and there are so many famous people that it's going to become more of a regular thing. It's sad that every week is just like RIP another person, you know? Oh, and I know this episode's releasing a little late. I think it's going to be released on Thursday, which is today for when you guys are listening. I will be currently on the way to Atlanta while this video is releasing, and I will be filming 3 podcasts. Really hyped for. So please stay tuned for that. And yeah, in other news, Messi, if you guys didn't know, he has been playing for Miami FC, is fucking killing it, dude. I watched this game, watched like the end of this game, and it was against Houston. And man, Houston was up like 4-1 or it was like 3-1 or 4-1, bro. And I just know that the game tying fucking goal came from a free kick that was just perfectly placed by the GOAT himself. Crazy. I won't talk too much about sports though. Let's move on to, the Island Boys thing, dude. That stuff is fucking crazy. If you guys don't know about this, please tune in right now. Read up on it is what I meant to say. But essentially, to give you guys a synopsis, if you guys didn't know who the Island Boys were, they are 2 twin brothers who are clout hungry, and they essentially blew up because they look like hooligans. No, they look like goofballs, bro. They're like in the era of like the Lil Pump, face tatted, everything tatted. And they blew up because of the song Island Boys, which is like, it's catchy, but it's like purely a gag, you know? And they really blew up because of that, like through TikTok and all that. But they're one trick pony. And after that and like getting in fights and the podcasts that they did and all that, they lost relevancy. But because of this, I think they had an addiction. Sorry, I've been burping this whole time. That's why there's pauses. But they had this addiction for clout, I guess, from the Island Boys song that they released. And through that fame, I guess they have like done anything and everything to remain relevant, and they haven't been for a while. So they finally resorted to, as any other, clout hungry person I'm sure would go to. Now, I'm just totally joking, by the way, because this is disgusting, but they're resorting to incest. They posted a video, this was a little while ago, of them making out. And it was eventually going to hype up their OnlyFans. And now I don't know if it's released yet because I don't really search this stuff up. I kind of just hear it through like third parties. But they're going to be releasing a blowjob video where one of them is giving the other a blowjob. And dude, guys, this is like, it goes beyond being gay. Like, I don't really care if it's, if it's a gay OnlyFans, it is what it is. If you gay, bro, be gay. Be gay. Ain't nothing to say. Be gay. But this is incest. This is different. That's your brother. This takes brotherly love to another level. It's fucking disgusting. That's what it is. The only time that incest is okay is in Game of Thrones, because I did kind of ship Daenerys and Jon, so spoiler alert. But no, I'm just playing. That shit was weird still. It's so fucking gross, man. That's the, like, how much do you need to be famous? Or not even famous, just have any type of clout or money to where you're gonna, one, do something gay, two, do something gay with your brother. That's disgusting. Like, I don't have a brother, but like even doing it to myself, like, like I got asked the other day, this actually, if I had the ability to give myself head, would I do it? Fuck no. You know why? And they were like, oh my God, why? It's like your own dick and your own cum. I'm like, bitch, because I can't never suck a dick. I wish I could be gay. There's so many handsome dudes out there. I acknowledge handsome ass dudes, good looking guys. I just can't even kiss a guy, let alone suck a dick, bro. And it's cool if you do. I'm just saying personally. I'm like, I can't even suck my own dick. That's gonna be a great take. All right, let's see what else. Oh yeah, I just got back from Disney. I went to Epcot, and shout out to Silver Airlines, who just released, dude, guys, and this is going to be big for all the Greensboro people listening. Silver Airlines did a partnership with me, which I will be releasing soon on my Instagram. And this part is not sponsored. They just released a stop in Greensboro, which is so fucking clutch, and it's genius what they did, because airlines, they're similar to the airlines like Spirit and Frontier, except they do include baggage, which is really nice. But here's the difference. They picked Greensboro. It's very strategic because Raleigh and Charlotte are the big ones in North Carolina. However, they are controlled by Frontier and Spirit already. And Frontier and Spirit don't fly to Greensboro yet. So they released in Greensboro. And now we have an outlet from Greensboro to Nashville, Tampa, or Tampa's about to open, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, which is Miami. And I think there's like one or two other ones, dude. It's so fucking sick. I'm really hype about it, honestly. It's really exciting, it's exciting stuff. I really want to fly to Nashville. Dude, tickets are like $50 fucking dollars. Besides Fort Lauderdale, I think Fort Lauderdale is like 100. And Tampa, depending on the day, can be 50 to 150. But like most of the flights are like 50, $100, dude. It's not bad at all. That's round trip, and that includes baggage. So your boy's gonna be flying even more now that there's a stop from Greensboro. Like, that's so clutch. Yeah, so I went to Epcot. Sorry, that one was tangent. But the main difference from this time in Epcot from last time was it was the Food and Wine Festival. So I got to try a bunch of like random country posted. And if you're a foodie, I do recommend you go during the Food and Wine Festival, because then there's like extra food. Like there was like post-ups from, let's see, Australia, Ireland. I think Ireland's always there, actually. Australia. There was Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii. That was interesting. There's a couple other ones too that we passed by. I'm trying to think. Oh, there was the Alps. The Alps was fun. A lot of cheese. But yeah, it's a good time. And they opened a new ride last year, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. Easily the best ride in Epcot. I haven't been to the other parks enough or at all to say if it's the best, but the Guardians ride was sick. Dude, the online queue, you can only do it the online queue. And if you've got a normal ticket, it opens at 1, right? And at 1 p.m., the online queue opened for normal tickets, and I tried to sign up, and it's like 1:03 when I actually signed up, 400-minute wait. But thank God we were already in all the food stuff anyway. So we ended up not even getting back to the ride area until that time anyways. But the ride was sick. It was really fun. No upside downs or anything like that, but it was just a fun ride. It was really fast. They designed that one very well. All right, yesterday I went to a concert, or technically 2 days ago from when this released, but I went to a concert. I got to see Glaive. If you guys don't know who Glaive is, he's a hyper pop artist who's like 20 years old. Insane. He's from North Carolina. He's from the Asheville area, which I was in Asheville, or he was from Hendersonville, but it's close. Insane. Like such a great fucking vibe. I like met his barber's like brother, the barber's brother, which is so fucking like random. Another AMWF there, but it was just fun, man. It was fun to see somebody that like I listen to so much of, like his music, and I honestly highly recommend you guys, if you guys have any artists that you guys are really into, if you guys have some extra money, I do it, dude. And if you are gonna go to a concert, go general admission. Because you want to be close, man. I can't imagine. I've done seating, and just sitting at a concert, unless it's like Taylor Swift or something preposterous amount of money, it's just not worth it. Like even Joji, I'm forking out the extra bit. It is hurting, but I'm gonna go general admission because why the fuck not? It's just not fun being like super far up. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Atlanta. I have 3 podcasts to film. I know this is going to be a very short podcast. I just wanted to release something kind of giving you guys an update and also a news update on everything that's going on here. Tory Lanez is get 10 years in prison. That was a great segue for shooting Megan Thee Stallion, which is interesting because Zoran told me, I don't know the logistics, but Zoran told me that the evidence wasn't conclusive in court. So that's a very fascinating one that is getting sentenced. The whole UFO thing. This will be the last thing I talked about. So if you guys don't know, the government essentially got somebody who was a whistleblower, but that doesn't make sense because he wasn't a whistleblower, because he was just releasing information for someone. I don't know. Anyways, that UFOs are, or aliens, there are some evidence, and it's crazy because this news is getting kind of swept under the rug. Like no one's actually talking about this, but I think it's because everyone kind of either one already knows aliens exist, or 2 don't want to believe it, and so they don't want to actually hear about it. And then the news doesn't really promote stuff like this so much, which is so interesting how our news system works. Like we talk about horrendous things that happen, we talk about crazy things that happen for like a day, and then we're talking about like other things that just cycle so fast that we're on to the next thing already. But yeah, quick podcast, very, very quick one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's like, what is it? Freaking 13 minutes is what I'm reading right here. But we are going to close this one out. And don't worry, the next 3 podcasts will be with guests. They're going to be lit. And then hopefully after those 3, let's see, it'll be September by then, I will try to book one more trip, whether I think it's Charleston. I'm going to try to book Charleston to where I can film a couple more. And colleges will be opened up again. And you already know what that means. Going on another college tour, baby. All right, love you guys. Have a great weekend. My birthday's coming up next week, by the way, so next week's episode will be kind of my birthday episode, which will be fun. But yeah, love you guys. Have a great week. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.